Why can't you wash your hair on Chinese New Year?
Because you wash away all your luck.
When is it? Tuesday?
But, like, you shouldn't do it on, like, normal New Year either.
I'm trying to remember if I had
Well, aren't things making sense?
trying to remember if I had a shower on New Year's Day.
You can have a shower, you just can't wash your hair.
You can't wash your hair. I probably
Yeah,
didn't.
like, you're not meant to clean either, because it's, like,
Yeah.
sweeping out all your fortune.
Yeah,
So, like, we deep clean today.
I have heard that about cleaning
Mhm.
and especially hoovering as well.
Yeah, I think that's which is also my least favourite chore, to be fair, so especially with the dog. We might have some disturbance today
Why?
because it's windy.
Mhm.
And Bailey does not like the wind. And Bailey has been, how can I say this elegantly, breaking my fucking balls all morning.
I tell you what, Archie absolutely loves the wind. Like whenever,
Ugh, lucky you.
whenever it's really, really windy, he wants to spend all of his time out in the garden, and he has quite long fur.
Yeah, he does.
So he just sits there, and it's all like blowing through his fur. It looks so majestic. He
He's like,
loves
I'm
it.
Heathcliff on the moors.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that for him. He would love Lombardia, by the way.
Yeah, I bet
Very
he would.
windy place. She's also
Honestly.
afraid of the rain, which again, living up here. Girl,
Like
get used to it.
Archie, I don't think that he minds the rain. He will go out if he needs the toilet and it's raining, but he's very begrudgingly about it.
This is inconvenient to me.
Yeah, and because he's double coated, his coat is really, really thick, and then when he comes in, his hair like holds onto the water so much. It just like sits in his fur, and I'm like, raining, is it?
Anything you'd like to tell me, Archie? That must take him a long time to get dry then.
Yeah, and it's
I bet
really
he must
funny.
stink when he has a wash.
Yeah, like whenever we bath him, his hair, I keep saying his hair, his fur is when it's dry, it's quite straight, but whenever he's wet, when he's damp, it goes like, do you remember like crimped hair? That's how it goes. It goes like it's been crimped. Yeah.
Wait, is he kind of like me? Because
I'll
if
have
I
to
brush
send you
mine, it's
pictures.
straight, but if I like scrunch it, it's wavy naturally. Sounds like
Yeah.
if I scrunch it, it's not wavy. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if
absolutely.
I wave it, like because obviously
Yeah.
curly hair, like you don't just have ringlets. You
No,
got to work for it.
like my hair is naturally curly. I mean,
Mm.
today this is enhanced by a curling iron. This is not my natural curl.
Secrets.
Behind the scenes. But absolutely, if I have a shower, I just wash my hair and then brush it back
Brush
and
it.
don't do anything to it, it's just really, really frizzy.
Yeah,
But
that's why mine's so puffy.
when I put in oils and leave-in conditioner, that's when it actually curls.
See, when I use oils, I think that's too heavy because I have very fine hair.
Yeah.
And it's not curly like yours, it's just wavy.
Yeah, I know what you
So
mean.
it just honestly, if I've ever tried to do like my curly routine, but with any oil, like in the last like 48 hours, it's straighter than if I straighten it.
Really? Oh
It's
my God.
so annoying. Like,
Wow.
also like if I ever used to do like plaits when I was younger to like make it like that crimped effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice for like a little bit and then it'd be straighter than ever.
Wow.
It's so annoying because it's so fine, like it literally just slips out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I find that my hair is very dry and it's quite coarse, but it is thin. And I really struggle to get hair slides and stuff to stay in it.
You just slip out.
I don't know how
Literally
people
just
do it.
I think you have to back comb a bit.
Maybe. Like I thought I might have one on here, but I don't know. I recently got some of the proper like hair clips, you know, the ones that you like bend and then snap on your skull. But even those are coming out because especially
Really?
yeah, like this part of my hair. So I last shaved this part, I think in July last year, and it is like if I get it out, like it is.
We are really like au natural today.
I know we're really exposing all our secrets.
Well, you are.
Yeah,
I'm just watching your downfall.
she's just watching me spiral.
I'm like, what else do you do?
Some of your other secrets. So it's at this really awkward length where it's really hard to keep down, even if I wet it.
Oh, it goes like porcupine.
Yeah, it sticks
Yeah.
out. So I want.
How long is that, would you say? Like 5 centimeters for the audio listeners? Maybe less.
Do you know what? Shall I measure it?
No, I don't think that's
No.
necessary.
Don't measure it. Yeah, I'd say it's about 2 inches. So that
Yeah, about 5 centimeters then.
yeah. So I wanted something to clip it down and kind of keep it smooth, but nothing.
Yeah, nothing's working.
Nothing stays in it.
So drums.
Yeah. The things we
It's
do.
a hard life. Men would never know. I don't imagine we have a lot of male listeners, so.
No, we're not for the men.
We are truly not. And I'm so happy about it.
No, the men aren't welcome here. If you are a man listening to this, hi. But
Oh, the hate comments we're gonna get.
it's where we find out our entire listener base is men. So I'm not
I
listening.
think the men and the babies have gone. We've got no one left. Oh my God. Do you know what that's just reminded me of, actually? I went on a date with this guy and it was, whew, right, okay, so I can't remember like all the details because it was kind of insignificant. I bet he's listening because he's like a hater now. So he was from like the south of Italy. I was living in Rome at the time. We met on an app. I can't remember which one. He seemed all right. Like he was pretty good looking. Seemed quite nice. Spoke pretty good English. So
Ticked all the boxes.
yeah. So we went out on a Friday night to this area called Monte, which is like next to the Colosseum, basically, and it's one of my favorite areas. Like it's so fun, and it's like international, but you still find like Italians there. Like it's not too like it's just a good time, basically.
Yeah.
So we went there, and me and my friends had a place that we would always go to, and I wanted to go there because I was in my comfort zone. It was fun, like, and he like was dead against it. And he was like, "No, we need to eat." And I was like, "I didn't think we were eating." And I immediately know that this isn't the vibe. I was like, "I actually have a dinner. So like, I'm just going to come here because Italians eat late." So I was like, "Okay, I actually have a dinner, but like, we can like, I'll get a drink and you can eat something. Like, it's no issue. Not bothered." And then he like kind of like tried to invite himself to my dinner, which obviously didn't exist. And I was like, "No, because it's like a birthday."
Oh, that is awkward.
It was so awkward. And then he was, I'm not like you in the eating really irks me.
The
'Cause
sound of
Sabrina's got a
eating.
thing, like, if she can hear you eat, like, you might get punched. Like, you gotta be careful. I'm not like that, but he was, like, eating and, like, he was talking with his mouth full and eating with his mouth open.
Really bad manners.
Yeah. And I was just kinda like, and, like, the conversation wasn't really, like, natural, I didn't think.
Yeah, was it the first time you'd gone out with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I find that I know very quickly if someone is my kind of person.
You know if it's a vibe or not, like, you
Yeah.
do.
You just click straight away or you don't.
Yeah. There was no click. Like, it wasn't unpleasant,
Mm,
but I knew that I had no intention of seeing him again.
yeah.
Didn't wish anything bad on him, whatever. And then he was going back down to where he was from the next day because it was a Saturday. And he was like, I'm going to bring you this. You have to try this, blah, blah, blah. Then we can do this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, no,
Oh,
son, no.
we're in a relationship now.
Yeah. So I was like, obviously being polite. I was like, oh yeah, because also like I was interested to hear about like the food and stuff that he wanted to bring back or like what he was going to do down there, whatever. But no. And then I got home and he texted me immediately and was like, "I had such a good time. Like, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you again."
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh, you're
okay.
gonna be disappointed, baby boy.
So I just texted him back. Oh, it was so awkward. And I was like, I had a really nice time too, but if we see each other again, like I'd like it to be as friends because I just didn't feel that there was a spark, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he like didn't respond until the next evening where I had my friends round. So we'd all had like a couple of drinks, and he was like, "You're not even that cute anyway."
Oh my.
And I remember my friend took my phone and was like, "Right." And in the end, I had to like block him because
Oh
it's
my
getting, like,
God.
yeah, but like you're such a dick.
That
And I
is
feel like that's what the men are gonna do now. They're gonna be like, they're not even cute. They're not even funny.
that is such a classic man response though, isn't
Like,
it?
why are you so fragile?
Yeah. I didn't even fancy you anyway. Okay. Why do you want to
So
see me
why
again
were you
then?
actually together? I met you 24 hours ago. First and last time. Yeah, so I blocked his contact, and then a couple of days later he messaged me on the dating app. I was like, "Hey, how are you?"
Oh my God. Oh, as if nothing happened.
It's
Audacious.
no, I don't think it's audacious. I think it's just fucking dumb. You know how men just can't. Some men, not all men. Some men just
Hashtag not
can't.
all men.
Ugh. I don't want that to be a hashtag of our podcast, honestly, because it's not all men, but
Oh.
I don't want to find out which ones it is. Yeah, no, I think they just can't handle any kind of rejection. They'd be like, she's maybe just having a bad day. Like, she must have been joking. Like, there's no way she can't fancy me.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Long Sistance Podcast. I'm Sabrina.
I'm Gemma. Week 5, team. Week 5.
Yes, week 5. I can't believe it. It's going really, really fast.
It is. I look forward to it every week.
Yeah. I don't think that we were on the top of our game last week, but I feel like today
I'm feeling
we're good.
not like an arsehole this week. Well, obviously I am always an arsehole, but I don't feel like, nah.
No, I feel like my arseholeness is just simmering below the surface.
Like, I mean, it's still like a core,
It's a core value.
yeah, it's like a core part of my personality, but I don't feel like, "Ugh, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit."
Yeah, I think it's absolutely fine to have weeks like that sometimes, though. You know, I think that is just part of life.
But I think everyone was kinda like that because, like, all my friends are angels and, listen and then, like, tell me what they think.
Yeah.
And no one was like, "God, you are miserable," because they'll tell me what they
Yeah.
think.
No one was like, "Cheer up, bitch."
Everyone was like, "I have unsubscribed, and now I'm gonna unsubscribe from you. Don't talk
They
to me
said,
when you see me.
"I'm with the men and the babies."
Peace out, you miserable, lonely bitch."
Oh, how's your week been?
It's been alright, I don't really remember it.
Yeah, I know, honestly. It all just blends together as an adult, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, not bad. It's been well, it's sunny today, which is nice, and I think that's a big part of my mood boost. Not bad, it went pretty quickly. There's no major trauma that I remember
Good.
this week. What about you?
Yeah, my week has been good. I was at work at the start of the week, and then on Thursday and Friday, I had annual leave. And even though I was only off for 2 days, I very, very quickly lost track of what day it was.
Does happen.
Yeah, honestly.
Does happen.
Each day I was thinking, what day is it?
It's like that, but I feel like that when I, wake up in the morning. So, you know, when you, like, wake up and then you can get back to sleep, it's just like a split second, and I'm always like, "Okay, what lessons do I have today?"
Mm.
Right, and I did it yesterday morning. I was like, "What lessons do I have today? Okay, so I should have phonics with," and then I was like, "Saturday,"
A dream.
and
Dream.
snuggled right back down,
Yes.
and I was like, "No teaching for me today."
No, and there is no time that your bed is comfier than just before you have to get up.
In fact, I find my bed quite uncomfortable, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
I bought a mattress topper, but we washed it and it's been put away, but I don't know where it's been put away.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm actually gonna hunt for it because the last few days I've been waking up with a bit of back pain.
Mhm.
But I like a softer mattress.
Yeah, I do. We have quite a thick memory foam topper on top of ours.
Yeah.
It's basically just
Heaven.
a huge slab of foam, but
That's what I want.
yeah,
Like,
it is good.
we were in an Airbnb in Poland,
Mhm.
and obviously it was like a cheap, like flimsy mat, but it was like sleeping on a pillow.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was incredible, and Francesca was like, "My back hurts," and I was like, "Well, my back hurts when we sleep here." But
No, I definitely prefer something soft, absolutely.
yeah, so I'm gonna put that back on, and if not, I think we might have to replace it because I feel like a mattress is something that you should choose,
Yeah.
and I did not get to choose this one.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate the gift, absolutely, but I'm the one that's got to sleep on it, so
Yeah. Tell you what, do you know what? Something that I've never done is going to one of the big mattress shops and laying out on all them test mattresses. I've never done that.
I've never laid on them because I feel like that's a bit much. I don't know, just it feels a bit
You
naff
see
to me.
people laying on them and you're like, "Rain it in. Just touch it."
But also, like, I'm not gonna lay where someone else has just laid.
Mm.
No, I remember when, because with my ex-boyfriend, we had to buy our bedroom, and we were just kind of, like, sitting primly and, like and then we got the best one, and I was looking for it when I moved in with my new boyfriend, but I couldn't find it. I don't know if
Ah.
they've stopped doing it in the same shop, but I remember once, like, one of my ex-boyfriend's friends was round, and I don't know what situation happened where 3 of us were sat on the bed
I don't know
because
what the
we had a
circumstance.
living room, but he was like, "This is the best bed," and I was like, "I know."
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, so
You should have
should
said,
I find his number and be like, "Do you
I
remember the name of the mattress from 10
when
years ago?"
when you moved out,
How are you, by the way?
I don't want anything except the mattress.
Except the mattress.
Do you think I
Yeah, but I was
do?
moving into somewhere furnished. But, like, in retrospect, I should have taken it out of spite.
What a loss.
Yeah, well, that was the only loss of the relationship, to be fair. The rest were all his. Yeah, anyway, what we chatting about?
But for today's episode, I thought that it was time that I confess to several lies that I told as a child, because I don't know about you and everyone listening, I was just a pathological liar as a child.
Thinking about this when you mentioned it as, like, a potential topic, and
Mm.
I don't remember you being a pathological liar, so this is gonna be
Today,
this
there may
might be
be
the last podcast.
today there may be some revelations.
Okay. I
Yeah.
always remember 2 times that you definitely fucking lied.
Go on.
And the first time was you hid my phone.
Oh,
Yeah, we weren't that young. I think I was, like,
but
year 9.
I
What?
will say, as children, we didn't really get along very
We
well.
did not get along at all.
No, it wasn't until we were
Teenagers
yeah, that's when we
that
started
we
getting on. 'Cause
yeah.
As little uns, we was not friends.
We had nothing in common.
No, we were very, very different.
Yeah, and I think also because we were the 2 oldest ones, and then we had 2 younger brothers, so we were always grouped as, like, the boys and the girls,
Yeah.
but we had nothing in common, so while we were stuck with each other.
Yeah, I was quite a tomboy as well as a kid, whereas you weren't. We didn't have a lot.
I was a little princess.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot in common.
Oh, and then, like, "Yeah, play with your sister." No." Well, like, "Take your sister," and that used to piss me off. Like,
Yeah.
"Mum, I'm going out with my friends, take your sister." "Oh,
Yeah.
why?"
Do you know, one of my earliest memories was, it was your birthday, and so when we were little, we lived in Portugal, so it
That
was
was a good party. Sorry, go on.
yeah.
I know the one you're
So
talking about.
I think that you were maybe 6 and I was maybe 3, maybe 2 and
Could have been,
4,
yeah.
2 and 5. Yeah, I was very little. I honestly think it might be my first memory.
No, do I wanna hear this or is this gonna keep me up at night? Because there is a memory
No.
I have that does, like, upset me, and it's when we were in primary school and I was speaking to my best friend Leah about
Mm.
the Princess Diaries, and you were, like, trying to hang around,
Oh.
and you were like, "Isn't it so funny when," and I was like, "Leave me alone!" And then you went away, and, like, now I feel sad.
And then you went away and you never came back.
Well, I mean, like, I saw you, like, 2 hours later at home time. But, yeah, now I think about that, and I'm like, "That was so unnecessary."
Yeah, I know. It's funny, isn't it? But at the time,
Not
I was
really.
no. At the time, I was probably really annoying. But yeah, I remember being rejected at this birthday party. Like, you had all your friends there, and I remember being just sat by the pool by myself, and mum being like, "Will you include your sister?" And you being like, "It's my birthday."
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where was the lie?
Yeah.
To talk about this birthday party a little bit, 'cause there's a fact about this birthday party that I love it for me.
Mhm.
So, I went to an international school in Portugal, and I had a couple of friends from like a few years above, but I don't really remember how. I think maybe
Yeah.
like our parents worked together or something. And there was one girl in my class that was horrible to me,
Mm.
horrible to me. And she was like friends with like one of my older friends.
Mm.
So like sometimes we'd have to like see each other.
Yeah.
And like I didn't have any beef with her. And like even though she was so mean to me, I would still like, be nice.
Sounds like me
And
and
like,
you.
yeah, well, you weren't actually that nice, so let's not. That's another pathological lie. It's just that you were cute, so you got away
Mm.
with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was so mean, but she was in my class at school, and I remember I insisted on inviting the entire class except her.
Oh my God. That is,
Except her.
you know what? For how young you were, that is really thought
Conniving.
out. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I stand by it.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
No.
What, you're gonna come to my house and pretend to be friends? You're gonna swim
Yeah.
in my pool, jump on my bouncy castle? Don't
Ignore my
think so.
sister.
Only my friends ignore my sister.
I
But
feel like
you know,
that.
and I stand by it. And I hope that really bothered her.
I
Because
bet
don't be an
it did.
arsehole then.
No, I bet that is one of the things that she still thinks about now as an adult.
Well, the thing that, okay, I don't know if she remembers being mean to me. Because if she doesn't remember being mean to me, that's really horrible. But if you are listening, whatever your name is, you were really not nice. And
You
so
weren't
not nice that
nice.
like people, like teachers knew, like, she
Yeah.
didn't bully me, but she just wasn't nice to me.
She was just a
And
bitch.
like mum and dad knew. And one day, like, 'cause, you know, mum would like try and wind us up. She was like, "Well, I gave an invitation to whatever her name was." And I broke down because you wanted to
No.
be horrible to me at a party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ruined the
fuck
whole day.
you. Yeah, it's nearly 30 years ago. Fuck off. I hold on to grudges, apparently. Yeah, anyway, sorry. But also, like, in my defense, obviously, if I was 6 and you were 3, that's quite a big difference at that age. And
Yeah,
it's my birthday
absolutely.
party with all my friends,
Yeah.
and I have to play with a baby. Get a grip.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've never understood why parents try and force siblings on each other.
So that we don't bother them.
Yeah, true. Do you remember Water Baby?
Do I? Mermaid baby.
Mermaid Baby, was it?
Yeah.
So while we lived in this house in Portugal, we had a pool in the garden. And obviously I don't remember this story, but
Oh, I
I've
do.
I've heard it. Go on, then you tell it.
Okay, so Sabrina was in the pool on this like little inflatable duck, right? She didn't have armbands on, but I don't want to be rude. You're quite a chunky baby.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
were like
yeah.
wedged in this duck, right?
Yeah, I think it was the kind of thing where it had, like, holes for the legs.
Yeah, it was like a seat.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was like inflatable. So baby's in the pool, and again, I'm like 5, and I'm playing with My Little Pony at the edge of the pool. I'm not in the pool, and also I was 5, I couldn't swim, okay? And Dad was on a sun lounger next to the pool, and I think he went inside to get a beer, and he'd said to me, "Watch the baby," but like, what can I do?
Also, why was the baby in the pool alone?
Why was a 5-year-old left in charge of a baby in a pool alone? I don't know. I don't. So I'm playing My Little Pony, right? And then I just hear splash, 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 like ferocious splashing. And I look up and I just see these 2 feet kicking. So she's capsized, she's upside down, and all I can see are these 2 little feet. And I'm like, Dad! Because I can't swim. I haven't got my armbands on. Don't know where they are, so I can't go in and do anything. Dad! And I remember Dad running out and like diving in, like it was very dramatic, and like flipping you over and you screaming, sobbing. And then when he got you out of the pool, obviously you were crying. And he was like, "I told you to watch her."
I did.
What the fuck am I meant to do?
If I hadn't been watching,
Obviously,
you
that
wouldn't
wasn't my
know.
reaction. At the time, I was really upset because I thought it was my fault. Because you believe what your parents tell you, but like, number 1, I shouldn't have been left alone with a
No.
baby in a pool, not knowing how to swim. And number 2, what could I have done?
You were watching. You shouted him.
I carried on playing My Little Pony, but I didn't.
You could have been like, finally.
Stroking my pony like like a James Bond villain. Back to only child.
She can come to my birthday party now, Mum.
Try and sabotage my bouncy house.
Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, you are a pathological liar, so let's get back to that. Anyway, I remember you hiding my phone, and like you wouldn't admit it, but like it only could have been you. And then eventually I found it under a decorative shell in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And I was livid. And then another time, you'd like gone into my bedroom and like put all my nail polish on the floor. Yeah. And I was like, "Why have you done that?" And you like haven't. And I was like, "Well, who else would?"
Oh my God.
And I know it was you.
It must have been me.
Well, I don't imagine Alex or Harry bothering themselves to piss me off with nail polish.
Well, I do also remember going through a bit of a phase as a kid where I would, I would get kind of revenge by doing things like that, you know? Like,
I hadn't even done anything.
well, you probably just did something very minor.
Fucking psychopath.
I think that a lot of the lies that I told, they just came from attention seeking. I just wanted attention.
Yeah, I see that. Like, we were a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And how deep do we want to go? We didn't get any attention.
No. But I think it's very common for kids in general to lie for attention.
Absolutely. I definitely lied more as like a teenager because I was trying to like escape what we were going through at home.
Yeah.
And also
yeah.
like I did want attention because I just wasn't getting any at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think back and I cringe, but you know,
I know. Oh God.
in your like teenage mind, your childish mind, like it's a way, I think it is a way of escaping.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I've got lies from different eras of my life.
Okay, which is our first era, Taylor Swift? You know, but I was listening back to last week's episode this morning because I couldn't remember what we talked about. And I was like, okay, like I have had a cold recently. But is that just my voice? Am I extremely nasal?
I don't know the right answer to that.
It's yes, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think I'm quite nasal as well. So maybe it's genetic. Do you know what? My main issue with my voice is how much I mumble, and I really try and
mumble.
I try and not mumble, and I'm still mumbling all the time. I really need to enunciate. So this one, classic one. This one was in secondary school. I don't imagine I was the only one in our family who told this lie. I told everyone in school that I was related to Lewis Hamilton, the Formula One driver.
Didn't ever tell this lie at school.
Yes.
However, I do often like trick people. Like, okay, no, trick people sounds weird. But like when people are like, Hamilton, like the pilot, because in English, in Italian, you say pilot instead of driver. And I'm like, yes, my cousin. And they're like, oh! And then I'm like, yeah, no, not really. Like I do it for a reaction, but then I come clean immediately.
Yeah, that's what I said as well in school, was that he was my cousin, which to my knowledge, Lewis Hamilton is not our cousin. I don't
believe so.
I don't want to blanket rule it out in case one of us ends up on Who Do You Think You Are one day.
Well, if we do, then I'll eat my words, but
You go back to every single person like, I said I was joking. Wasn't joking.
I wasn't actually joking. Person that worked at the airport in Ancona.
But
Person that worked in the airport in Yerevan, actually.
speaking of the name Hamilton, though, you see, in the last few years, the Broadway show Hamilton has got really, really popular.
I love it. Have you seen it?
Yeah. I haven't actually, no. I know. I do want to
It's
watch it.
incredible.
Yeah. And it obviously follows the story of Alexander Hamilton and our
Who is
brother.
also a brother, but not
Yes.
the historical one. He's not a
Yeah.
brother.
Our brother is Alexander Hamilton,
Mhm.
and I feel like that's just a little fun fact, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, when I told because my friend Terry loves Hamilton too,
Mm.
and when she found out that my brother was Alexander Hamilton, she lost her
Can you see Archie? There he is. There was a period of time in, I think it might have been year 8, when I spoke in an Australian accent for about a month at school. The entire time.
Why?
Attention. And I
But
basically,
what was the reasoning? Where did the development of it come from?
I think that I
Did nobody
basically,
question that?
oh, yes, they did. And I think that I told people that I'd just woken up like that.
That's like a disease, though. I read about it in Take a Break.
Exactly.
Like, there was one guy from, like, Wales, and he woke up with an Italian accent, and I always remember they were not taking it seriously at all, and they'd, like, phonetically written his parts, like, "I cannot believe I'm going to be talking like this for the rest of my life." Yeah, like, really bad. Like, I mean, to Take a
Oh,
Break, it
God.
cost 50p back in the day. Do you know how much that shit costs now? I was in
No.
WH Smith in the airport recently, and I was like, "Ooh, I would love a Take a Break. A
Yeah.
couple of pounds."
I tell you what, they are the best magazines to buy a few of before you're going on holiday and then just sit by the pool and read. Those scandalous
Fucking
stories.
love them. Fucking love them. And they were printed on the worst, like, sugar paper.
Yes. Yeah. So if you've
Well,
been
it's
in the
£2 now, and
pool,
it's still the same quality of paper.
oh my God, and it'd have the most scandalous headlines, like,
I
I
can't even
don't
think
think
of
it's
any now.
ridiculous.
No, but they were all, like, insane, and it was like,
Yeah.
"Write in and win £50, and people would write
Yeah.
in, like, the most embarrassing shit.
Yeah, it'd be like, "Mum shagged my hubby during wedding."
Yes! And, like, a picture of, like, the family and then one of her, like, that'd
There's
be
a
like a two-page spread.
there's a subreddit called Compo Face, and it's from, like, news articles where people have, like, it'll be something ridiculous like, "Council leaves van on person's drive," and then the person is, like, posing, like, next to the van.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
the one when Asda's banned our school from going in uniform, and somebody's mum had written in, and her and her mum was stood outside Asda's, like, looking stern. Like, speaking of local papers, I always remember one day at uni, we were, like, Googling, like, the headlines from our area.
Mm.
Right. So, one girl was from, like, Northampton, so I think, like, somebody had been, like, murdered or something. Can't remember what had happened, like, but they were all, like, pretty, like, big news stories. Do you know
Yeah.
what the front page of the Lincolnshire Echo was that day?
What was it?
Who shot my pregnant cat?
Who did?
Didn't read it.
Oh, we never got to the bottom of that one.
True crime podcast,
Oh
here we
God.
come. Who shot the pregnant cat?
Oh my God.
Front page of the Echo.
That's funny. Like, do you remember when the Lincolnite became a thing? So in where we live, the Lincolnshire Echo has always been the local paper. And
The local paper. There's only one.
yeah, like, but then
When she emphasized the, she wasn't saying it's the one to watch. She was saying it's the only.
if you're going to put any money on a local paper, it's got to be the Lincolnshire Echo.
The Echo.
But then this second one came along called the Lincolnite, which I think was entirely online, and they were so snarky towards the Echo. Like their
I don't remember that.
tagline was the Lincolnite, the voice, not an echo. But
Ooh.
who's still going and who went into administration? Lincolnshire Echo's still going proud, baby. Lincolnite, dead.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it shut down a few years ago. Mm-mm-mm.
Huh. Well,
R.I.P.
voiceless.
Yeah, who's the Echo now? Oh my God, I actually don't know if the Lincolnshire Echo is still going.
I've got no idea.
Uh,
And do you know what? Like, I could search it and find it.
No. But yes, going back to my story, I spoke in an Australian accent for about a month. And then when I wanted to stop, I just woke up and it was going away.
You know, a lot of things about you are now making sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how you didn't have any friends.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude. I was like, why are they so mean to her?
Because I was
Because when we
fucking
got-
weird.
Yeah, well, now I know. But at the time, I was like, that year group is so horrible.
Why are they all so harsh to her? She's a sweet girl. No, she's a
Yeah.
fucking weirdo. Yeah, honestly. And
You deserved it.
I would have bullied me.
I would have too. Well, I did.
Do you remember in secondary school when I was hit in the side of the head with a bouncy ball?
In the eye.
No, it was, like, right on, like, my temple, and
I hate him.
it took out the vision in one of my eyes.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. I could see the whole time.
You went to the hospital.
I went to the hospital several times.
I smashed a swinging door in his face.
I think I was 12/13, and I just, for months, pretended I couldn't
I
see out of my
literally
eye.
smashed a door in that boy's face.
I don't even know why I lied, and I think I wanted to go home, and so I told the, like, school nurse, I told
Oh, do you
her that
remember her?
yes. I told her that I couldn't see, thinking that I would just get to go home and not go to the hospital. Yeah.
But you kept out for like a few days. Like you didn't have vision in your eye for a few days.
Yep, that was all a lie. It's on my medical records. Like, when I got access to my full medical records on the NHS app, it's on there, all about, like, this loss of vision. Just, it was a lie. For our audio listeners, Gemma is just silently flabbergasted. I did say
I just
there'd
didn't
be some
expect that to be one
revelations.
of the lies.
Yeah, I know. I told you, pathological liar.
I mean, I
Again,
still disliked the boy, but
yeah.
slamming that swinging door in his face was
Blinded
maybe
him
an
in one eye.
overreaction. No, he was literally behind me. I fucking shoved it. And I remember, do you remember my friend Miriam?
Yeah.
She was like, oh, like it was that kind of reaction. That's how I fucking smashed it.
These are some more light-hearted ones from when I was younger, lying in primary school. There were these two girls that we would play with that lived on our street. Well, they lived near our street.
Yeah.
Um,
The next street round.
Yes, those ones. And one of them, I don't know if she'd lost an earring or if she'd lost a necklace or something when she was playing on our driveway. But we were all looking for it for a while, and she was really upset that she couldn't find this piece of jewelry.
Don't.
I just no, I didn't take it.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're crossing boundaries here.
No, I wasn't a thief. I was just a liar. And I told her, oh, I really hope we find it. And she was like, well, me too. And I was like, no, I mean, every night we have a man that comes and collects the shiny things from our driveway. So I just lied to this poor girl and told her if we didn't find it before a certain time, there would be a man that came and collected all the shiny things from our driveway. She'd never
What
see
an
it again.
odd lie.
A lot of my lies were odd. The funniest part is that I think that people thought I was a very honest child. And like, if ever
I don't know if anyone bought the Australian thing.
No. If ever something happened that I remember hearing my mum on the phone a few times and her being like, well, I know my daughter and she wouldn't lie. And I'd be sat there like, yes, I would. I would, and I do, Nicola.
But you incidents.
Mm.
Yeah, well, fuck me.
Do you remember that pair of gold trainers that you lost? I hid those.
You motherfucker, why?
I don't know.
We're friends then. Such an arsehole.
Yep.
I never did that to you.
Well, it's not too late.
Yeah, fucking count your shoes, mate. Count your fucking shoes.
I'll count my shoes and be like, okay, here's my one pair. And then they disappear.
She thought she was going out.
One of my biggest lies that lasted my entire secondary school career was, so in our secondary school, we had a planner that you would write like your homework and stuff in.
Your diary, yeah.
Yeah, you had to get it signed by your parent every week.
Mm.
And I never, ever remembered to get mine signed. And my form tutor, so what? Why are you pulling that face? Go on.
No, because I'm just thinking like, well, I got mine signed.
Yeah, I never remembered to do mine. And
well,
you'd
yeah,
think
but obviously if you've got two children going to the same school,
you'd think you'd be
you'd
like,
think I'd do both of them.
yeah, no.
Give me yours as well. All right.
Yes.
No, sorry. Wasn't a criticism of you.
No, that's nice. It's a nice, refreshing change. And
look what I have to work with.
So in our school, we would all have our own form. Like, it was like a registration class, wasn't it? So in the morning, you would go there for the first 15, 20 minutes. And my
like
form,
a homeroom for our American listeners.
My form tutor was this bitch called Mrs. Scully. Do you remember Mrs. Scully? Yes.
Wait, she wasn't here all the time, though.
No. So I had quite a few because a lot of mine...
We did as well.
Yeah. So for some reason, my form, we always got the PE teachers. Like, I just kind of cycled
because you
through
needed shaping into respectable members of the community, and who better to do that than Miss Scully?
Yeah, we got Mrs. Scully, and
she was a cow.
Yeah, she was a PE teacher. She was quite old, wasn't she? She was.
In retrospect, I don't think she was that old. I think she just dressed badly.
Yeah.
And
she had
didn't make any effort. So
Yeah.
really, she was like maybe in her 40s, but she seemed ancient.
Yeah, and she was very militant. She wasn't nice. And so I wouldn't get my planner signed. And like every single week, I would have to listen to her telling me off because I hadn't got it done again. And so there's only so much you can take. And I just snapped one day. And in front of the entire form, I said, which in retrospect is even more stupid, knowing that you were getting yours signed. I said,
Do you think they were talking?
I said, I haven't got my planner signed because my mum can't read and write. And
But you know, I remember part of this story
Mhm,
because we used to get like printed newsletters before anyone cared about the environment,
mhm,
like once every couple of weeks, maybe. And like you had to take it home and you
mhm.
just wouldn't take it home. And I remember one
Yeah.
day you were like, my mum can't read. And she was like,
Yeah.
I know. Like our entire family went to this school, right? She's
Yeah.
met our mother several times and
Yep.
still believed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it was believable.
Do you
I
know
mean,
what it is?
it is. And I, I can't remember what year I actually had her as a form tutor. I think it might have been
It
year
was like 10
9.
and 11 because I think I was in like high school. I was in sixth form at this point.
True, true, true. For the rest of my school life, it was known amongst the teachers that my mum was illiterate, even though she's not.
But I've been there for how many years and never mentioned it. Maybe you thought
Gemma's
we were
just,
half sisters.
Gemma's just
But
so
then
prideful.
I look like our mother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like
Yeah. So if ever there was a letter that they needed me to take home for mum to read, they would ring her instead and talk to her about it. But she never questioned why. But though, yeah, because I told them that she couldn't read. All right. I never got in trouble for not getting my planner signed again.
it's worth noting that our mother is not a nice person.
No.
So I don't feel bad.
No, no. Do you know what? Sometimes
Well,
people
do you
get
know
all
what? Sometimes I used to read things that she'd write online
Mm.
and I think, fuck, Sabrina had a
Do you know
point.
what? Yeah, maybe I was right all along.
I mean, she can read. I don't know if she can write.
She's just been using
Certainly can't spell.
voice to typing.
Audio dictation.
Yeah, the whole time.
Anything, but with a K at the end.
Oh yeah. I remember one time, oh my God. This must have been maybe 2009. She had tried to Google something and she called me down and she said, I've tried to Google this and it's nothing is coming up. Can you help me? When I looked at the search term that she had typed, it was because she had typed like a chav. And so Google was fighting for its life, trying to figure out what she was saying.
There's a
That's why I
server in
didn't know.
Silicon Valley malfunctioning.
Oh my
Fucking
goodness.
hell.
Like, she would always type "you" as just the letter U.
Yeah. Bin as
Google
like B-A.
Yeah, Google was just a baby back then. It wasn't ready
Have
for
instead
this.
of I have. Just A-V.
Yeah.
I've been.
My God. Literally, like, typing out how she talked. Yeah.
It is a miracle we have turned out how we have.
Honestly, how are we such beautiful, well-rounded individuals?
Fuck knows.
Mm-mm.
Escapism lies. That's how
Yeah.
we protected the sanity.
Do you remember any lies that you told as a kid?
I don't want to get into that.
No, this is your shame. This is your burden to bear. Well, that's all the ones I've written down. I mean, there would have been so many more, but those are just the ones that came to the top of my head.
I had a lot of hatred towards Alex. I remember one day we were young. Mum and Dad were still together. And I'd been sat in my chair, right?
Yep.
And I'd gotten up to go to the toilet. I came back and Alex was in my chair. And I was like, move, please.
Oh.
And they were like, no, he doesn't have to move. And I was like, I literally went to the toilet.
This is my seat.
And they started like shouting at me, but there was no other seats because there were 6 of us and 5 seats. So I was like, I just went to the toilet. And then they started shouting at me and telling me off. And I was fucking livid because it was just so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I went upstairs and took his most prized Pokemon cards, ripped them up, and put them in my pencil case.
Oh my God.
And then he was going mad blaming Harry because he couldn't find him.
Savage. Savage.
But the joy I felt, I wouldn't change a thing.
No, I think that it would be really funny for us to do an episode where we talk about just the really funny memories that we've got from when we were kids. Honestly, like
I don't remember a lot.
here's one of the classics. So every year at Christmas, we would get to open a present on Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
fucking hell.
You know where it's going straight away.
Well, there are a couple of options, and I'd like to speak about my thoughts after. Go on.
So yes, every Christmas we would get to open a present on Christmas Eve. This year that I'm thinking of, our youngest brother Harry, he opened a book, and it was a Horrid Henry annual. I think it might have been from 2004.
Annuals were like such a good gift as well. Like I used to love getting an annual.
Yeah, we got annuals every single year. Loved it.
I
Especially,
loved it.
yeah, it was always like an annual of something we were really into. And Harry really liked Horrid Henry. So it
One
was a
year I
good
got a
move.
Walking with Dinosaurs one, and I still think about that annual because it was so
Nice.
yeah.
And yeah, so it was a perfectly good gift for this boy.
An acceptable present. One
Yes.
Christmas Eve, I opened an umbrella. Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, I had a fucking Me To You bear on it. And that was my Christmas Eve present, an umbrella.
Because I also
I can
don't
cause a
remember
scene.
I don't
Go on.
remember how we were allocated the Christmas Eve gift. I can't remember if
She
we
just went in the garage and grabbed one.
yeah, like she just chose one for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Harry was not pleased with this annual.
But he wasn't very old.
No, maybe it was his first year receiving an annual, so he wasn't versed in the tradition like us. And he took this Horrid Henry annual and he stormed up to his bedroom,
Sobbing.
tears streaming down his
Sobbing.
face, red face, and then in the
Shaking with anger.
bedroom, in his bedroom, he cracked open this annual, went to the back page.
Oh, he could read because he could write. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, unlike Mum.
She never got an annual.
In the back of this Horrid Henry annual, on Christmas Eve, he wrote down his Christmas list for next year because he wanted to make sure that this shit didn't
never
happen
got
again.
again.
Fucking Horrid Henry.
Oh, and I remember Graham's reaction. Graham's her dad.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, somewhere that annual exists, and I just wish I could
I wish I
read
had it with me.
And it was in, like that really messy little kid handwriting.
Baby handwriting. Like the fucking B's and
It's
the
like-
P's are
It's like Pokemon. No
not a
book.
book.
I think that he wrote no book.
Oh,
You're a ungrateful little toe rag.
oh, I called her a toe rag the other day and now she's just copied it. And now everyone's going to be like, oh, I haven't heard that for a while. But it came from me.
Everyone's going to think it came from my brain.
It didn't. And now she's going to edit this out. I got an unfair edit this week.
Oh my God.
No, the Christmas Eve. No, it was Christmas Day that I'm thinking of. Okay, so I don't think we want to get too deep into things today, but obviously we do not have the best relationship with our mother. There was one year where Sabrina had asked for...
Oh no, I immediately know what you're going to say. Oh no, God. Go on.
If I'm not wrong, a pair of brown chinos in, I believe, size 14, right? The only thing this girl had asked for was a pair of fucking chinos, right? I had a pile of presents the size of me, but she had only asked for chinos. That year, we both got really sad books. Do you remember? They were like Judy Picoult ones. And mine was about an ice skater that couldn't ever skate again. She had cancer.
Mine was
or some shit.
about a school
Yours
shooting.
was a school shooting?
Yeah, 19 minutes. That's what it was called.
Me. I didn't even read mine. I was like, I'm fucking reading that shit.
It was a good book.
What present's that? To give to your teenage daughters? Fucking tragedies.
I know. But just for the uninitiated, chinos at this time, they were a really fashionable pair of trousers.
Oh yeah, no, they were dead trendy. Like,
yeah, that's why I wanted them. I wanted to be on
she didn't
trend.
just want some workwear. Right, so she'd asked for a pair of brown tan chinos in like a size 14, right? You didn't get many presents that year. I remember this, and you were like, I don't care because all I want is the chinos.
I was a simple girl.
You still are. Right. And I'll never forget, we were on different sofas, but I was like at the arm of one sofa and you were at the arm of the other. So we were basically like sat next to each other. Right. And I remember looking over and you hadn't even fully unwrapped it. Right. You were just kind of torn the paper. The rest of the present is still like closed. And she just pinches the bridge of her nose. Right. Shakes her head, sighs, and leaves the room. Chinos didn't go too well then. So I run over and finish unwrapping the rest of the present. And I see jade green chinos in a size 20.
I was a big girl, but I wasn't that big.
You weren't that big then. You were a 14.
Like I was big for my age compared to other girls because I was probably 14, 13. But
how old are you now? Because I was 18 that year. So you were 15.
Yeah.
Because it was the last Christmas I was at home.
Part
2 of Christmas that year. Coming
if
soon.
you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, I think is the reason I left the room.
I think I ran up after you.
Oh
after I'd
my
seen the
God.
disaster, and then no one came to check on us.
No, no. And I don't know if you remember, but following on from those chinos, she got me another pair to make up for it.
I
But
think I'd gone back at this point. Go on.
so all I wanted was a pair of tan chinos in a size 14. What did she get me as a commiseration for the jade teal size 20? She got me a pair of navy blue in a size 12. So I was squeezed into them.
You're just not listening.
I genuinely don't think I ever got the trousers that I wanted.
I'll buy them for you this year. 10
Oh
years later.
my God. Fucking
No, more than
chinos,
10
man.
years later. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Motherfucker!
Sometimes all a girl needs is a pair of tan chinos.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Other funny childhood memories.
I think that a lot of them revolve around our youngest brother, Harry.
Fuck me.
He was
Okay.
he was the kind of kid, right? He wasn't intentionally funny. Like he wasn't trying to be funny, but he was so funny.
I would also like to add that he is, in fact, autistic. And unlike Sabrina, this was detected pretty early on because he was the youngest.
Yes, and he had the angry autism. I didn't have that. I honestly forgot that he was like that until we were both with our grandparents a few months ago, and they mentioned what a terror
Psycho
he was. Yeah, and then it all came flooding back. Oh my God, yeah, he was an absolute monster.
Mum and Dad used to say if he was the first, he would have been the last.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas he was the fourth.
So you slagged
roughly.
me, but there were 3 more.
True that, true that.
Yeah, no, so Harry is the baby of the family. And he was a really cute baby. Like, he was a really
yeah.
cute kid. But he was angry. And he
He
had,
was so
he was so angry all the time. And he had a, I don't know if it's politically correct if I say this, but you can uninclude it if you want. He had a speech impediment.
Yeah, he really struggled with developing language. He couldn't speak properly until probably
He
about
was like
7.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
Which obviously is terrible and a sign of autism.
And probably
But
one
it
of the
made
reasons he was
his,
so angry.
yeah, because he couldn't express himself. That's a very good point, actually.
Yeah.
But it did make his outbursts funnier.
Oh, God.
Didn't it? Tell me it's not true.
Right. I don't know if you remember on The Simpsons, there was this like leprechaun character from one of the Treehouse of Horrors, and he was really angry, and he would just be spouting all this gibberish really quickly, and that's honestly
That's
kind of
what Harry was
like.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
Except you had to kind of move because the leprechaun wasn't going to punch you.
He'd always be raising his chubby little fist.
Shaking with anger, snarling at you through
He
gritted
was
teeth.
just so red.
So red. Like a red you wouldn't think a person could go. And he's tiny. I remember one time he went into our brother Alex's bedroom to tell him something. He stood on a Lego on the way in. And he lost it, screaming. Right. Now, it hurts to stand on a Lego, it does. But this little child's reaction was not normal. Alex was the other side of the room. He went bright red. I'm going to strangle you! And it took 2 of us to restrain him.
That's the thing, is we didn't make him stand on the Lego.
It just happened. Now, I understand, like, you know when you stub your toe or, like, you catch, like I was standing on a chair the other day to get into something higher on the cupboard, and I knocked my knee on the back of the chair. That fucking hurt. I was angry for a second, but I wasn't threatening anybody. I'm gonna strangle you! Francesca, like,
Oh my God.
called in the psychiatric department. That was good. There was another time, one of my personal favourites, I'm going to let you tell yours. I think this is your favourite. One of my personal favourites is we had come back from school one day. So our brothers went to a primary school, not close, right? So often our mum would go pick them up and then like drive towards our school and like pick us up like on our walk home, basically.
Yeah.
Because it was quite a way. So we all get out of the car, go in the house. We've been in the house a while, I don't know. And there's a knock on the door. And I go to open the door, but it seems like there's no one there. And then I look down and I'm like, that's a child. So I think it's somebody, like one of our brother's friends, come to call for them. I open it and it's Harry, sobbing, shaking. You locked me in the car! Basically, Harry was obsessed with video games. Obsessed. He always had his Nintendo DS with him. Right.
Yeah.
So obviously
And he
we're
would
parked
be
up.
locked in.
Or
Like
like
zoned in.
you couldn't speak to the boy. So we'd obviously parked up. He's still playing his little game.
He didn't
At a
notice we
certain
got home.
point, we didn't notice he was still in the car. The car had been locked. We'd got into the house, locked the front door. And at a certain point, I'm going to say it was like close to an hour after,
Yeah,
he
it was a
looks
long
up from the
time.
game and realises he's alone in the car.
Car engine is cold at this point.
Shit. Right, but the car's locked. So how is he getting out? He has to unwind the window. Still with the DS in hand, mind you.
He was a stocky little boy as well.
He was Chub Central, but tiny.
Oh my god. And he was furious.
He was so angry. So they argued. And it was brilliant because he was Mummy's angel. So it was very rare indeed that he got told off for anything that he ever did. So watching them argue, highlight reel of my life.
And then I don't know if this was the same day or if this
I
was
think it was a separate day.
a separate occasion when they'd argued.
I don't even remember about what, like something minor, but because Prince Harry never got told off, he'd taken it very badly.
So he hadn't gotten what he wanted. He'd been told off. Fury coursing through him.
He didn't know how to handle it because it never fucking happened before. It's got steam coming out his ears at this point. But he knew he wasn't going to smack his mother.
So his bedroom was upstairs and he comes storming downstairs.
Like stomping. The whole house is shaking from Rumpelstiltskin.
At the bottom of the stairs, we had what we called the shoe cupboard where everyone's coats and shoes were. And he opens the shoe cupboard and he's in there reaching for his little shoes. And I don't know. I think it might have been our mum that said to him, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And he just said, "I'm leaving." It was less than 10. I'm leaving.
He was a baby still. He was like in year 3. I've really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I have. It's been
Get back to what it's all about.
It's been good to get all of my lies off my chest, and I've definitely enjoyed going down memory lane about Harry.
Harry's rage issues.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Oh, what else is funny from childhood while we're on this?
One of my favourite memories that I think about every time that I see this particular snack. She knows what I'm going to say before I even say it. In the UK, we have something called Cadbury's mini rolls. They're kind of like a Swiss roll, like Yule log kind of thing, aren't they? But they're in like small snacks.
Like a cake bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The thing is, no one in our family is thin. Right. Especially as kids, we were chubby.
Oh yeah, we ate a lot.
And I think a lot of it came from not even necessarily like hunger, but about like eating things so the others couldn't. So no, am I lying? So
No.
like
No.
the weekly shop, like our weekly shop cost a bomb.
Oh yeah.
So like there would be like a 4-pack of Kinder Buenos or like a 5. Okay, say there was a 5-pack. You had to eat a Kinder Bueno that day or you weren't getting one. And then if you went to get something to eat and there was still a Kinder Bueno, you take it even if you'd already had one.
It was like a scarcity mindset, even though we had an abundance of food.
Yeah, like we were never without food.
No.
Not even remotely. But it was not wanting the others to have 2 Kinder Buenos if you were only going to have one. Like, I'm the one that's going to have 2. It was like a certain dominance.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
was survival of the fattest. It was like that. So anyway, one day in the summer, if we'd all been in the paddling pool maybe, because I remember like...
He didn't have a top on, did he?
Yeah, he was, and his little tummy had cellulite on. That's how chubs he was. And he was just sat there, right? And we've got some time before tea's ready. Maybe we were going out for tea, I don't know. So we'd all been given a mini roll each.
And this is
I don't
unfortunately going to be more of a visual bit.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it.
No, if you can watch the video, please do.
So he sat there on the sofa, this vacant look in his eyes, like he's staring out the door, like thinking about something.
Thinking about his
And he
video
gets
game.
this motherfucking mini roll, right? And he can't be more than 6.
No.
Right. And I don't even know how it happened. So basically, he has this mini roll almost like balanced on his index finger and just fucking shoves it into his mouth. But like, they're not even chewing.
It was like
Biting, making room, biting, making room.
it was like a log cutter.
And then I don't remember if he actually chewed after, but I feel like he didn't.
No.
Like, he was just, gone. Like a monster eating things in a children's book. And we were all there watching. No one else has even touched theirs yet. I don't think anyone else's was even unwrapped. It was just,
Everyone else is holding their mini roll in fear.
Get away from me.
And then we got in trouble for taking the piss.
Yeah, because somebody, don't know who, called him Baby Buddha.
Oh god, yeah.
He was so mad.
Oh
But
god.
then, like, I feel like Dad joined him calling him Baby Buddha.
Yeah, he used to call it Baby Buddha.
Because he was just all belly.
And he always had his belly out.
Himself. Yeah, why was he always topless?
Because he was always ripping them off in rage.
And in green.
Oh my god, my cheeks hurt.
Like fucking angry Mowgli.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, like, to be fair, like, Graham didn't help with the ribbing.
No.
Like, he would fully join in with the name calling.
He was so mean.
I mean, we were funny, so I could see why you would want to be part of that. But, like, as the adult.
God. But I hope everyone has laughed as much as we have. Even if you didn't, I still had a good time.
Harry is so angry he is spontaneously combusted.
Harry's gone to the Lincolnshire Echo about us.
He's got to take a break. He's going to be stood there and frowning. My sisters told all my dirty secrets on their podcast.
He's on the Compo Face subreddit. We've reignited his childhood feud.
He's going to go on a fucking rampage like Godzilla now. Fucking stomping down the street towards your house.
Oh my goodness. Well, I, for one, would be very interested to know if anyone can think of any childhood lies that they told. I'd love to see those in the comments.
I don't know if anyone can top you. Between the fucking Australian accent
And the faked medical diagnosis.
and the faked blindness.
So it's about me, NHS.
I can't wait to see my face when that's revealed.
Good. Well, until next time, guys.
They don't want to speak to you anymore.
This is the last episode of the podcast, sorry.
Next time it's just me.
Oh my god.
Well, thanks for joining, team.
Don't forget
Don't
to...
cancel us yet.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe.
Don't cancel me, I didn't do anything.
Well, by association.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, so see you next week.
Yes. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Mwah. Love you, bye.